So without further ado, Adam Smith.
Okay, a couple of disclosures. You guys ought to be used to that. One, y'all are a bad influence. I am not on my game today, so bear with me. I'm going to cheat off of this as much as you guys are. The other is that this is a fraction of what I teach to the real estate community. I know a lot of you guys watch the weekly video blog. So I'm really going to have to ramp it up and speed it up so that you guys don't get bored and feel dumb. Rex, Ashley, if you want me to slow down, just say so. This is normally for realtors, so for real estate agents. So this is basically just kind of a glimpse into a section of my day. And if you guys want to talk more about... So Fish is going to be the slideshow master here, so go ahead, Fish. All right, so basic contact management type stuff. Okay, go ahead. Let's scroll through these until I tell you to stop so that you guys aren't sitting around too long. All right, this is the premise of what you do with a contact database management system, right? You have to have contacts. Go ahead, Fish. You guys have heard this? This is the nature of, this is the backbone of my repeat referral business, and it is exactly that. I don't do any marketing, I don't send out any leads, I don't buy any ads, I don't have postcards or flyers. Literally, it's about contact and the database, and I think there are like 8,000 people in my contact database right now. Advocates, leads, clients, etc. Go ahead, Fish. Everyone you meet is a contact, okay? Have your eyes and ears open to this stuff all the time. My neighbor was talking about refinancing. Do you handle a particular type of market? You wouldn't believe how many I picked up just because I'm listening to the person in front of me in line at the grocery store, talking on their cell phone about their cousin Bob needing a mortgage, wanting to buy a house, whatever the case may be. Past clients, I trust you guys are all in touch with your past clients, right? Okay, if there's anybody in this room who is now letting them be someone else's prospect, shame on you. Okay. Every one of them. Even the ones that relocate. And I didn't put this in here, but how many of you have had clients sell a house and move to another state? Don't you think those people still know friends where they moved from? Family? Coworkers? I don't care if a past client moved to Florida and I can't help them anymore. They still know a bunch of... See, Andy will help. Andrew will take the referral, and they still know all kinds of people in Denver. Advocates, and we've already talked about divorce attorneys and CPAs, and I don't need to go over that stuff with you guys. Anyone who owns real estate or wants to. How about defunct colleagues? How many people do you know that were in this business that no longer are? Most? I think Stacy and I are the only ones from Colorado, is that accurate? So at one time, our state governing body thought there were 25 to 45,000 people writing loans in Colorado. Now there are like 4,000 that are licensed. So there could be 20 to 40,000 people who still need to buy and sell real estate, need to get a loan, used to be in the business. And you guys know this better than anybody else in the industry. There's no reason you guys should not be in each other's contact databases. Andrew I talked to, we kick ideas around. I called Stacy on her birthday. We'll talk about birthdays. So on and so forth. Okay, and you really don't have enough friends in the world anyway. And when I talk to a leader, a past client, yeah, I don't really need a mortgage. Why are you calling me? Oh, well, I'm glad to hear you have as many friends as you can possibly handle, especially someone who knows everything about you except your frickin' blood type. Good luck. Okay. Where are you getting these? You guys know all this. Networking events, social gatherings, charity events. We actually did our video blog this week on that stuff. Charity is a big one. Get involved in your community. Get involved in a charity that means something to you. You're going to meet like-minded people that you already have a basic rapport with. Add them to your contact database. Build a relationship. We make friends before we make clients. Sporting events. I go to a lot of sporting events. You guys know this. I go to the Bronco game. There's 75,000 people there that I already have something in common with. Don't get me wrong, that's the base stepping stone of a rapport, but there are 75,000 people there that I already have something in common with. Do you have a regular watering hole? Friends, literally anywhere and everywhere. Keep your eyes and ears open. Add to your contact database all the time. What are you going to do with it? Go ahead and fish. You got to have a CRM. I'm not going to talk to you about all the different CRMs. You guys know what they are. This is all I care about that's in my CRM. The ability to store the contact data, a calendar, the ability to take notes. They all do this. Okay? You guys have seen ACT. ACT is cool. Goldmine is cool. Man, years ago we spent a fortune on Goldmine. And 15 years ago dollars, I think it was like 20 grand to buy the licenses, the training, the implementation, the installation. And for what? I could do what I needed to do, I could do on my cell phone, literally. Okay? So what I'm going to show you is what I do in Outlook. Okay? Real basic, comes on every damn computer you guys have ever bought, unless you live in a Mac world. If you guys live in a Mac world, I can't help you because I don't know anything about Apple except that I'm a grown-up, so I'm on Android. Okay? All right, so add into your database. And again, I'm telling you, go ahead, fish. Just keep your eyes and ears open. Everyone you meet should go in there. Okay? I don't care really what the excuse is. There's a way that you can capture somebody's data, a name, this is very Stuman-esque, name, email address, phone number, get it into your database. Family members, now don't get me wrong, I don't know how many of you I'm actual Facebook friends with, but I have a 106, as of yesterday, 106-year-old great aunt. She's in my contact database. She's never going to call me to get a mortgage, but I'm the favorite relative because, oh, you're so sweet to call, give my love to everybody, bye-bye. She thinks we still pay for long distance, so she just want to talk for very long. So 106. Okay. Colleagues, again, we talked about, you guys should all be in each other's databases, especially in this badass room. We're not really in competition with each other, so there's no reason you guys should not be communicating, talking, bouncing ideas, etc. Old friends, the one that always strikes me is I was standing in the shower one day and I'm thinking, whatever happened to Christina Rod? Looked her up. Got a phone number, an email address, Freedom of Information Act, you guys can find this stuff throughout the hat. Hey, it's Adam Haven. She's a real estate investor. We've written like 20 loans for her since that morning I was thinking about her in the shower. Don't. And don't any of you tell my wife I said that. You guys have all seen an Outlook V card, yes? Okay, so the contact information.
I lost my V card.
You lost your V card? Oh my God. That's the one thing you never get back when you die. Everything else you guys have lost, you get back when you die. You know, that was what George Carlin said, your sunglasses, your keys, not your V card. We're in such a big hurry to get rid of it in the first place. The ability to take notes. Okay, that's really the big one. Go ahead, fish. Start with the source. So here, all I've got so far is a name, an email address, a phone number, where the lead came from, who referred it to. That's the first note. Date, where it came from. Okay? That's really all I care about. Now the gist here is that every time that file pops up, and I'll show you what I mean, I'm taking more notes. I've got 8,000 people in my contact database. I don't remember talking to them 90 days ago. It should be 90 days ago, 100 days ago. So I'm taking some simple notes because I look like the hero the next time I call Dee. And Dee's file now, we have a ton of notes, but Dee's daughter died this year. She's my age. And it was just a strange thing. She got sick, got an infection in the hospital, and 2 days later was gone. But now every time I call Dee, and this one obviously sticks in my mind, how are you doing? You had a rough year. You know, just checking in, making sure you're okay, that kind of thing. I assure you she doesn't forget that kind of stuff. Okay, yeah, 8, I can't even read that number, but typical Outlook database, I think it's 8805, but I can't tell you, and I will gladly share this with any of you guys that want. I know I'm kind of rushing through this stuff. Go ahead, fish. Okay, online databases. So here, Cousin Bob needs a mortgage. Cousin Bob wants to buy a house. Well, I know who said it was their cousin, Smith, whatever the case may be. So I'm going to go look up Bob Smith. This happens to be 411.com. Integrates with Outlook. I can one-click it right into my database, save to cell phone, send to my email, save to Outlook, whatever the case may be. I was actually training a mortgage banker in this, so I looked her up. And she said, how'd you find that? I was like, well, who's Tara? That's my daughter. So this thing already knows that her daughter lives with her, an adult daughter, but nonetheless. 411.com, great source, go ahead, fish. NetR Online, you guys using netaronline.com, NETRONLINE.com. Free access to every public record in the country. NETRONLINE.com, netaronline.com. Go ahead, Fish, I'll show you why this becomes so valuable. Pacer, I know I turned a few of you guys onto that recently. You guys know what this is?
Bankruptcy record.
Well, everything. It is public access to the court records. Okay? It's free. I mean, unless you're pulling a ridiculous amount of court records, it's free. Set up a Pacer account for your office, for your company. I did one. My processors use it. My assistants use it. You guys want to write a loan for somebody out of bankruptcy, you got to get the whole freaking bankruptcy package, right? No, just give me the case number. I'll pull it. Okay? Well, I won't. Yeah, free. I don't. You don't have to pay. I mean, if you're doing this 100 times a month, Pacer's going to catch you. Okay? You're going to have to set up a pay account. But yeah, all I need is the case number, and I can go get the discharge, all the other documents that would be necessary. This is true of divorces, child support, bankruptcies. Okay? Great little tip. Go ahead, Fish. Okay, so here's an example. This came through netaronline.com. I went to public records, I went to Colorado, I went to real estate records, and I was able to find my house, no problem. You guys would know that I own it with my wife, Elizabeth. You would know what I paid for it in '02. It's gone up a little bit in value since then, if you guys can imagine in the Denver market. So hypothetically, Bob Smith, you've heard about, needs a mortgage, and you've already done all this background work. So now when I call Bob, who needs to refinance his house, I can tell him, wow, you've had this house a long time. And I know all the deeds that were filed, so I know you've never refinanced it. Do you have any idea what your house is worth, what your LTV would be, what that means for interest rates today, how easy it would be for you to qualify? Hell, I might even get a PIW. Maybe. If not, it's going to be 6 weeks, so hang in there. Okay. Only Katie has a worse experience than Stacy and I. Katie's turning appraisals in 10 months, so you guys need to live in Oregon.
On a good day.
Look, on a good day. On a good year. All right, go ahead, Fish. All right, jumping ahead, how to manage this database. So you've added context to it, you found data on them. Go ahead. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is just constantly running through my database alphabetically. It might be 10 contacts a day. This time of year is better for me because I'll sit on the couch during an away Bronco game and I'll just go through my database. Yep, there's a follow-up. Yep, there's a follow-up. Just making sure that each person isn't falling through the cracks. Better than that, I'm getting rid of the ones that I do want to fall through the cracks. This guy has not called me back after 3 messages. I'm done. Right. I'll explain what I mean about messages, etc. So I'm adding contacts, making sure that people I do want to talk to, again, leads, advocates, past clients, are not falling through the cracks, and I'm removing the ones that I do want to get out of my crack. Sorry. Most of those are real estate agents. Rex, Ashley, sorry. Go ahead, Fish. A week in the life of Adam. Okay, well, a week of mornings in the life of Adam. This is really the crux of it, okay? These are everybody's birthdays, okay? And I'll talk more about that, but you guys already get their birthday in your application process. Put it in your frickin' calendar. You only gotta do it one time, repeat annually, you're done, okay? This, 8 to 10 every morning, Monday through Thursday, is 24 each day, outbound, hey, how you doing calls, okay? So I'm 100 a week. I don't do anything else from 8 to 10 in the morning, except reach out to 100 people over the course of a week. Literally casual shit. How are you? How's the wife and kids? Subtext, I'm still in mortgages, don't forget about me. And that's all I really want. Now this is in some future slides, so go ahead, Fish. And I will delve into this stuff with any of you guys that want to see it. I am calling these people, okay? For the most part. We talk about, I know you guys have seen the video blog, that you should communicate with people in the way they want to be communicated with. And I know you guys have turned me around even a little bit on that. Like, yes, I will take calls on my cell phone now. Fuck all of you. Yes, I will text with clients now. Fuck all of you. Okay? Emails, social media postings, anything you want to do to stay in contact, stay in the front of people's minds, so that when I need to refinance my house, God, my mortgage guy just left me a message or sent me an email or posted on my Facebook. Oh God, no. No. But if you guys want to talk about what my ops look like, don't hesitate to ask. I'm happy to do it. So here's a contact-specific calendar, and all I'm doing is looking at the activities, making sure that there is a follow-up. This one says call Roland Weissman. That was, oh no, that's coming January 16th, Ro, if you want to put that on your calendar. Okay. At the bottom here it says Roland Weissman's birthday. For all of you, that's July 3rd. Okay. And that's in my database, permanent. Okay, I only had to put it in there one time. We probably talked on your birthday. We did? Okay. And we'll talk again in January. Cool. That's a long cycle, guys. I don't recommend it. I try to keep this down to 80, 90 days. If you can touch each client 5 times a year, including their birthday, I find that to be a good balance.